Hello, Site community. So, welcome to this new video. Here we are going to configure the network based on the task that has been assigned to us. As you can see up there, Anatrans SA, which is a company growing really significantly fast, we have been tasked to implement the networks as described up there. This means moving half of the user to the access layer, meaning we are going to install a new access switch here. All users actually are connected to the core. So what you should do first is to check how the network is configured. Show VLAN brief. You can see if we emphasize on moving, if we concentrate on moving the users from on the yellow part, the two users on the yellow box to the access layer, which user are they? They are those users here connected to fast Ethernet 0, 3, and 4. And that is the HR, human resource, okay? In VLAN 30, you can see here. So the other point is, can those users reach each other? This is a great question that you should ask yourself to have the state, how the network is performing, the status before should reflect the status afterward. We are here on PC1. Can PC1 ping PC4, which is 10.10.1.2? If that is given, then we have IP routing. Okay. We are successfully pinging from blue to yellow. All right. So it is successful. You can see here. Therefore, we can move forward to implement the new setup. Remember, this is an example of exercise that you will get in the industry. And this is a pretty simple thing, simple configuration that I'm doing here in order to show you the power of VLAN. You know that our topic up to now has been VLAN from port 24 to port 24 right here. Okay, what you saw right there was VLAN 30 HR. The VLAN 30 exists on the multi-layer switch. Does it exist on the new switch? Of course not. Which VLAN exists on the new switch is default VLAN, which is VLAN 1, which cannot be deleted. Confi VLAN 30 name HR. All right. So we choose the interfaces 3 and 4 for PC3 and 4 correspondingly. So what we should do now is to assign the port 3 to VLAN 30 and the port 4 to VLAN 30. I will go for interface range fast Ethernet 0, 3 to 4, switch port mode, access, switch port, access, VLAN 30. Okay, from here on, show VLAN brief. From here, we did configure both ports to the human resource, isn't it? This means the ping should be successful, right? You will tell me. And I will tell you, no, it will not be successful. Why won't it be successful? Because remember the notion of VLAN. It is like you have your house and you create a room in that house here on the multi-layer switch, and in that house is connected PC1 and PC0. So far, so good. Between each other, they can communicate because they are in the same room. But can they communicate with PC0 and 0 and PC3 and 4? It was yes, as long as PC3 and 4 was connected to the same multi-layer switch, because the different doors to go from VLAN 30 to VLAN 50 means the gateways were configured on that switch and IP routing were configured. Now you move the user from the room 30 to the switch, and you configure on the switch room 30. But you should make sure that communication from room 30 will be transported over the inter-switch link between both switches. How to make sure that they transported there? It is make sure in once you make this inter-switch link as strong, we have to strong the connection between both switches, the IS link, inter-switch link. Okay, we should make trunk. Trunk means that we make that port aware of ready to transport frame from different VLAN. This is pretty simple than that. Okay, how does it look in the configuration? It was interface 24. Show run interface FR024. You can see here nothing is configured. Show run. It doesn't take that command show run interface. Port 24. You see nothing is configured. You go to content interface FR024 switch port mode trunk. Okay, switch port trunk encapsulation .enqueue. It doesn't know that the second command. Do show run. No problem if it doesn't take the second command. So now we go to, with this command, we make the switch, this port ready to transport traffic from different VLAN. Okay. On the other side, how does the port look like? Show run. How does port 24 looks like on the multi-layer switch? It is not configured as well. Okay, we go to conft interface fast Ethernet 024 switch port mode trunk. Command rejected. Switch port trunk encapsulation.enqueue switch port mode. You see in the previous switch, on the multi-layer switch, I have switch port trunk encapsulation.enqueue and switch port mode trunk. On the layer 2 switch, that was not taken. Okay, usually based on the switch model, some command might be deprecated or whatever. So do show run. Look, the configuration of the same interface here. Oh, come on. Both command has been introduced. Okay, can we now ping? Yes, we should ping. Okay, we should ping because we make that trunk, VLAN is configured, and the port is assigned to the VLAN. All right, the ping should now be successful. Let's wait. Look at this. Look at this. It does not great. It does not great. So the port, the communication between PC1 and PC4 is now successful. You can make the same for PC1, PC3. It will be successful. Okay. So make sure if you configured, it doesn't work. It was working before. When we move user from the layer 3 switch to the access layer switch, what we learn, VLAN should be in the VLAN database. We will talk about that in deeper later. VLAN database should be configured. Port should be assigned to VLAN, and the inter-switch link should be a trunk. All right. If you don't do that, don't be surprised that you will not have a successful communication. Okay. Share your question, comment in the comment section, and let's move to the next challenge.